Welcome to one of many momentous occasions today. I am Contessa reporting to you for Project America. We are here at the Capitol today for a Reopen California rally. It is not a rally that is here to be careless and inconsiderate of our American and our California citizens. In fact, we are here to protect the rights and the integrity of our citizens by calling out the dangerous control methods that have been taking place, and we're here to get a pulse and see what the opinion is of many others who have been the silent majority in our liberal democratic run state of California.
But because of God and the freedoms that we have in this great nation, we decided to live our lives to the fullest. Because on this special weekend, we want to remember that people sacrificed for the freedoms in which we were given. Thank you. Freedom isn't free. And when we do not go against the tyranny, we are not honoring those men and women that died for our country. So we will remain open.
USA, 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 USA.
Thank you. We need to be the people that our founders wanted us to be. We have this spirit in us. We have this spirit in us. This spirit that said 244 years ago, no more kings. And now you have a governor that looks more like a monarch than a servant of the people, and we need to repeat again in California in 2020, no more kings. No more kings. No more kings. No more. We are the defenders of our rights. He is the violator of those, and he is the domestic threat to the lives and liberties of you and your children to come. So here's the question. What kind of America do you want to live in? What kind of America do your children want to live in? We have to work. We have to work to give them something better than what we had. So we need to have the courage that they currently lack.
Top 3 reasons why I came today. Number 1, I believe in freedom, and I am a voice for freedom. The freedom we have in Christ Jesus and the freedom we have as citizens of the United States. Number 2, yes, more loud concern, I love it. Number 2, when a government decides that it can easily take control of a population without any pushback, that is a dangerous place for the citizens. Number 3, I do not believe in any forced medical procedures. No forced medical procedures. No vaccine, no forced contact tracing. My business is my business, and you cannot tell on me about what I do. In addition, I do not believe in the governor taking the pay from our state workers in order to pay for this virus. That is unjust. State workers should not have to take a pay cut in order to pay for the virus that they created, unleashed, let it go, whatever the case may be. But I am standing up for the rights and the livelihood of our state workers who are taking the brunt off the backs of their families, off the backs of their livelihood in order to pay for this virus, and that is wrong. Hey, so I like your sign. Can you explain a little bit about the other side? Tell me what the other side says.
Yeah, which side? This side says it's for your safety, which is what we've been hearing all along. Stay home, don't go out, wear a mask. It's okay that you've lost your job. It's okay that the economy is going down the drain. It's for your safety. And we don't agree with that. We want to determine what's safe for us. We're all healthy human beings who've been living amongst each other for centuries and centuries. We're okay getting sick every now and then and having our body fight it back and build an immune system. And we want to work. We want to prosper. We love our freedom. We want to be successful. And we can't have that taken away from us, not in this country.
So what about the opposition that says, well, people are not going to keep people safe enough and care about those that are dying from this?
We care about everybody. It's not, if we think that this, first of all, nobody knows enough about the data. Based on our experience, we think if you have a weak immune system, you should stay home. And if this virus doesn't kill you, something else might. So you should always be careful about that. But the rest of us cannot be sitting home and getting locked up and having businesses, small businesses, large global businesses. I mean, we can't afford to do that. So let the healthy ones go out, let us kickstart the economy, and let those with a compromised immune system stay home until it's safe.
So in order for you to have formed that opinion, is it safe to say that it's because you have not seen the mass danger of this virus that they're making it out to be?
I haven't seen anything that they're saying that this is supposed to be. The data doesn't say anything. You take the number of people who have been infected, you take the number of deaths and do the math, it's 0.001 to 0.04. That is not enough to scare me to stay home. And more importantly, we want to work. Sometimes some of us who have a healthy immune system, we want to go out. We're okay with getting sick and taking care of our body, going back to work when we feel better. We're doing it responsibly. We're not, we want to be cautious. We care about everybody. We don't want people to get sick. But for everybody to shut down and stay home just doesn't make sense. It's not common sense.
So one question, what is the main thing that brought you out here today?
Standing up for freedom. We have been silent for a little bit too long, and so now it's time to actually get up and move forward and to say something and to use our voices instead of just being silent and obedient. We've been obedient for enough time. Now we need to speak out and do something to make a change.
Awesome. So let me recap about the important points. We have been obedient, but it is now time to get up and move forward. All right, we can't have a Project America protest day without coming and checking in with this guy here. And I'm gonna let you tell him let him tell you guys, what is it that he's about? And what is the biggest thing you want people to know that you're here representing today?
Well, first and foremost, I'm here to represent the people, because it's the people that matter. It's the people that count. We're the ones being affected by these shutdowns, these lockdowns. We're the ones that are told that we can't go to church and worship. So I'm here to represent the people, because we are the ones going through this. Governor Newsom is sitting high and mighty in his mansion. He's having it all good. We, the people, are suffering. And last time I checked, this country is enhanced by people like us.
And would you say that you're a good representation of the population at large?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people like me, and I'm just going to put it out point blank. There's a lot of black Trump supporters out here. Let's go on and just keep it point blank. It's just they're scared, they're afraid because of comments like Joe Biden that he just made, where if you don't vote for him, you're not black. Okay, so they're afraid to be vilified and shamed into being told that they're not black, that their skin color is null and void now. So, but we are out here. We are out here in full force, and I'm not ashamed.
That's right. So what was it that made you become such a Trump supporter and outspoken about it?
Well, realizing the media's lies, honestly. The media has been complicit in the narrative that Donald Trump is this vicious racist. And then when you do your research, when you finally think for yourself, you come to find out, this guy isn't as bad as the media portray him out to be. They try to vilify him at every turn, that he's this horrible guy. And then you do your research, you look at his policies, you look at his record. It says something completely different.
So I also feel like, or I know, that Donald Trump has done a lot to elevate communities of people of color. But But you know what? I know that in my own opinion, it makes me really sad when people of color are completely against him. How does it make you feel about your own people, all people of color, that are so bashing him, that are so not on board with him and what he's about?
It really sickens me because, again, they're buying into the narrative. And if they would just do their research, just learn for yourself. Don't buy into what you're supposed to know, what you're supposed to think, what you're supposed to say and repeat. You're supposed to think for yourself. That's the whole point of being an individual, is to think for yourself. So if my own people can finally take the blinders off their eyes, stop covering their ears and saying la 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 whenever we come up with a bit of facts, and just do their own research, they would understand that black does not equal Democrat.
I think the saddest part for me is that when they are so blind to the goodness that's happening, not just with Trump, but on the entire conservative side, is that I feel sad that they're contributing to their own demise.
100%. It's kind of funny because while black people are constantly vilifying whites, we are the ones that put down each other. We are the ones that contribute to the narrative that we're trying to say that the whites perpetuate, okay? So if we took some responsibility for ourselves and our own actions, we would rise above our current situation.
That's right. And like you said, if people took time to research, this right now is the best time that we have to rise up and take hold of what this country is here to give us. We can elevate our communities if we would take hold of exactly what it is that this country is here to give us, and not give in to the racist narrative that the media wants us to play into.
She preaching right now. Y'all better listen to her. She preaching.
Amen. All right, I already kind of knew a little some about this lady, and I knew that she was brave, but when I saw her today, I found a second reason why she was brave, because she is wearing velvet in 90-degree Sacramento weather.
Bam, bam!
This is brave times 2. Not only that, her outfit is so cute. So cute. Look at that. So cute. I love it. So I already know a little bit about who you are, but tell me, like, in 2 lines, what you think is the most awesome part of why everybody knows who you are.
I think standing up for freedom and our liberties, that's the most awesome part, is that we will not comply, we will not stand down, we will make sure we take back what is ours.
That's right. And you know how she did that? By standing up to one of our favorite healthier food store chains, which I love, but she took a stand against something that was against our rights, and it was her right to exercise. She took on, so Trader Joe's, I believe now she has a membership rewards to Sprouts, probably. Sprouts now?
No, you know what? They actually stopped me too. In fact, at Sprouts, it got even worse. At Sprouts, what they did when I walked in with my basket, the security guard came around my basket and blocked my basket from rolling anymore before I could not push it. So, of course, what did I do? I left my basket and I kept walking.
Renegade security guards.
Totally crazy.
You know what? I had a similar experience at Ralph's the other day, but I just was all about getting my deli meat, getting in and out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I put the mask on. He told the deli worker, don't serve her. So I put the mask on, but it was on my chin. That was good enough for him. So you know what that tells me? This mask situation is really unnecessary.
No. And you know what? Here's what you got to really, really make sure people know, and I want your listeners to know this. People say, well, you know what? They're a private business, and they have every right to tell you that you have to wear a mask. No shirt, no shoes, no service. Here's the difference. When the government tells private business that they must require anything, and in this instance the mask, it no longer is free enterprise. That is called fascism. That is called socialism, communism. This is the state dictating to private businesses what they can and cannot do at the threat of shutting down the business and the threat of taking away their license. This is not freedom, it's not free enterprise, and this is not no shirt, no shoes. This is tyranny, and we will not stand for it, and we will not back down, and we will not comply. Make sure every one of you push back make sure you are in civil disobedience. Make sure that you know and they know we are in control. We are in charge, not the rogue government, not the tyranny, not governors or any elected or non-elected official. Because you have to remember, the agency that's actually shutting all this down or mandating these ridiculous orders are health or county agencies that not elected. They're not elected, they do not represent us, and they can't be voted in or out. That's not America. America is built on representative government.
Exactly. Two thoughts that came out of that. Number one, Bill Gates is also not a representative elective or a mouthpiece for this country or this world, and so he does not need to be dictating what we do medically. Number two, when you said in Southern California, we're not able to buy anything without having a mask, it kind of reminds me of something that's to come in the future. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah, the mark, and yeah, definitely. And you know what we are seeing, we are really seeing some amazing tribulation and revelation coming true every day. And I want to, get a shout out, and I want to give a shout out, to our Christian folk. I mean, really, this is a Christian nation, and we need to repent. We need to get back to our basics. We need to open up our Bibles. We need to dust them off. We need to see what's actually the guideline for America and how and why this country was actually built. And once we do that, we will see more favor on our nation.
And on that note, that was a fireworks finale. We're going to end on that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good job. Ding!
Oh, I'm a hugger.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Awesome.
Love you,
God bless
girlie.
you.
Bye.